Hello, are we online? There we go. Hello, folks. It's been a while. It's been a good while. I think it's been at least roughly almost a week I haven't streamed because, things happen, and stuff happen. And, wait a minute. Oh, I forgot to do this. Nope. Yeah, let's just get rid of that. And I also, in good fashion of a professional streamer, completely forgot to put on background music. God damn. Now where are you? Yeah, I think this is going to be a very, what's the word for it? This is going to be something that is just classic in this channel at this point. Where is my jazz playlist? Here you are. Alright. Oops. Alright, there we go. Yeah. Good evening. Or actually, good morning in here. I am Guardian, a giant robot VTuber from outer space. Right? From the far fringes of space, by the way. And yes, since we are already here, and the cat is out of the bag, basically. Please stop lagging. But anyway, yeah. As you guys can see, we recently promoted Yari from a community member to become a moderator. This has been in thought for a while, and we know that Yari has been a very enthusiastic member of both mine and Falco streams for a very long time. So that being said, thank you so much for that, and we have decided that in order to help monitor our growing channel, we have decided to give him a moderator duty. So, thanks to that, let us properly welcome Yari into one of our community moderators. Yay! Anyway, this keeps on lagging, so I'm going to turn it off for a while. So, how are you guys doing? And how's us for and all of that? Hello, Garland. How are you doing? Hello, Garland. Hello, Velko. Hello, Ivan. Hello, Martin. Hello, Asmark. It's been a while. Hello. Who else is here? Martin, of course. Ahmad. Hello. When I say Martin, of course, it's because I know I kind of expect to see him here first. So I can just go full Dinkelberg on him, Martin. But yeah. And hello, Grimgod. Hello. So how is Comic Con basically? Well, it's a blast, And when I say it's a blast, right? Let's just put it this way: I haven't touched grass like that hardcore for a very long time, and the last convention I went to, was roughly. Actually, this is very bad because the last convention I went to is actually not in Japan. So that means for the last 5 years being in Japan, I actually have never been to a convention for almost 5 years. So no wonder I was getting very, crunched up for some reason, which is pretty bad. But I think the 2024 Osaka Comic Con was literally the first convention, like actual, convention, right? That I went to in a very long time, where I've definitely fully enjoy. Unfortunately, okay, the streaming music is going to be a bitch. So unfortunately, we have to turn it off for now. But anyway, I have a bit of a neck pain because of it, thanks to looking left and right at all the cosplays and shenanigans and stuff, right? Not to mention the famous guest stars, right? The famous guest stars. It was something else. I mean, to put it into perspective. I didn't sign up to either get a photograph or signature with this guy, right? But I caught a glimpse of Mads Mikkelsen. You know? Yes, the Mads Mikkelsen. And I think my eyes got really blessed at this point, because I'm just like, it's him. H-I-M, it's him. So, yeah, it was quite the experience. And not only that, right, but to actually, how do I put this? To actually witness a famous Japanese actor walking in the flesh, right? And when I forgot his name again, damn it. But when I say famous, right? This is the guy who was the protagonist of the new Shin Ultraman movie. He was just walking casually in Comic Con, like earlier today, and I was just 10 meters away from him in my human form. Like, he's pretty tall, apparently. Though, yeah, he's not part of the guest stars, but he was just there walking casually, and everybody there is like, "Oh my god, it's this guy, blah 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 blah." And obviously, he went to the Shin Ultraman booth, because there is a Toho booth over there. What else? I get to see Peter Weller, and for those who have no idea who that is, Peter Weller is Alex Murphy, or better known as RoboCop, right? And I think the funny part that can be taken from this is that it's his old age, or maybe it's the fact that he doesn't train that much. Long story short, your boy is bigger than him, basically. Like height, width, birth. Yeah, boy is bigger than Robocop. But at the same time, I kind of remember that as a kid, when I was watching him, right, he is definitely the big, strong robot that I've always remembered. So I'm not going to give him, funny looks just because now that he is 76 years old, make fun of his height. Nah, let the man rest, basically. Although, the thing is, you see, the story with Peter Weller, right? Falco is also a huge fan of Peter Weller, Robocop, right? And he wanted Peter Weller's signature. But upon meeting him, I was told that I am only allowed for one signature. Yeah, he is much leaner than what we think. I'm only allowed one signature, basically. I can't ask for two. So I give it to Falco, because Falco requested. Plus, I think he is a much bigger fan than I am. Right. So there you are. Right. pay quite a bit of money, honestly. I expect them to at least give more than at least two signatures if requestable. But at the same time, the guy is really old and his hands are pretty fidgety when signing the stuff, right? So I'll just let him be. I got what I came for. He did ask why Falco isn't available, so I just gave him the best story that is most plausible because incapable Falco is incapable of coming because he got assigned to a remote area recently, which is something that happens to Falco as well. You know, so I am basically doing a favor for him, right? One signature from Peter Weller goes to Falco because yeah, reasons. It's fine. I am the one who gets to take a picture with him though. And yeah, originally today I am supposed to see Christopher Lloyd, but something happened earlier. I couldn't go to the Comic Con venue, which by the way, it will take roughly 1 full hour if I were to travel from my place, and it's still in Osaka, but plenty of things happen earlier. Okay, so I unfortunately miss my time slot on having to see Christopher Lloyd today, but the con staff, I didn't even need to ask them how do I solve this, right? The con staff immediately knew what to do. Basically, he informed his friends. This fellow, right? I'm going to call him Blonde Nissan, right? Blonde Nissan because he dyed his hair blonde, right? So Blonde Nissan's staff son, right, of the Osaka Comic Con, basically understood what's happening. I even told him that I'm sorry I came from work, right? And he's like, don't worry. And he basically took my ticket, put his signature on it, informed his friends, and he tells me that I can come back on Sunday, which is technically today is Sunday, but you know it's 12:49 in the morning Sunday in Japan. So I come back at 2 p.m., which is arguably my last chance to be able to do this, show the expired ticket and mention the staff's name who gave the okay, and I'll get to see Christopher Lloyd tomorrow. Like, just like that, you know, because they probably have to do this because those tickets are not cheap. You know, those tickets are seriously not cheap. And I am basically going to deal, but yeah, how often do you get a chance to see Dr. Emmett Brown from Back to the Future? You know, and Peter Weller for small. But at the same time, they're like so much more. There's such a star-studded lineup in Osaka Comic Con because of the size of it, right? It's literally impossible to pick. If I have the money, I would be meeting all of them, you know? Because think of it this way. They have Tom Hiddleston, right? I did not see Tom Hiddleston in the flesh, so maybe tomorrow if I arrive early. They have Norman Reedus. They have Mads Mikkelsen. They brought in Temuera Morrison and, you know, Boba Fett, basically. They brought in Daniel Logan, the young Boba Fett from Clone Wars. They got Tom Flanagan from Stargate. Like, holy crap, these people's buying power is enormous, you know. And there's me going, I want to see Peter Weller and Christopher Lloyd, aka I want to see Robocop and Dr. Emmett Brown. And the reason why Dr. Emmett Brown is much more worth it because in somewhere in the somewhere in the what's the word for it? Thing in here, right? They have a life-size DeLorean, and we get to take a picture of Christopher Lloyd, aka Dr. Emmett Brown, next to the life-size DeLorean. Once in a lifetime opportunity, so you gotta take it, man. I don't spend much money here, but then in chances like this, you just gotta take it. And I'm just glad the con staff has been very helpful. But generally, yeah, I arrived at a con late today. Tomorrow I'll be going there again because of the 3 days pass, but I arrived at a con late today because of the shenanigan earlier. Tomorrow, fortunately, I don't have anything to do. No work, nothing. So, because of that, we are probably going to go to the con much earlier and hopefully go home much earlier, right? Because there, it was one hell of an experience. Seeing Matt Mikkelsen in the flesh as like something else to I was like, oh my god, it's him. And then you saw a pic of Tom Hiddleston meeting Loki's JPCU. I think I saw that pic too, but yeah. Oh yeah, they have Jason Momoa in there as well. Like, literally. All these people, and I choose to hang out with, stuff. Good. Greetings, Armin. Oh, hello. Armin of Attack from Titan. Maybe, maybe not. Just joking. Anyway, what else did I encounter? Oh yeah, my friends at New Robotics are all there. They are happy to see me again. But I'm sorry, Armin. They're happy to see me again, so we took lots of pictures. Unfortunately, I can't share all of them because they will count as my personal doxing, but I'll try to take more pictures of them. It's pretty funny considering how they slowly warm up after I have been constantly visiting them more and more, but that's always very nice. And I saw some very amazing cosplays as well. I think I shared a picture on my Twitter. When I was eating to take a break, I saw a bunch of Hellraiser cosplayers eating French fries. And the guy who is dressed up as the killer clown was stuffing a churro in his mouth. Unfortunately, I didn't manage to get a picture of killer clown, basically. So it is very unfortunate, but I don't want to take a picture of them eating because I think that's pretty rude in Japan. But yeah, I saw some very funny things in there. You get to see scenes like a completely random Deadpool from one friend group and Spider-Man from a completely different friend group, never meet before, but upon seeing each other, they immediately get into character and wave at each other. And there was a life-size R2-D2 that actually moves. There was a Darth Vader. There was an Imperial Guard from Star Wars, but unfortunately, I didn't take a picture of them. There was a really smoking hot cosplayer who cosplays as Spider-Man's Mary Jane, and she was dropped that goddamn. I unfortunately didn't take a picture of her because I was too mesmerized at, after having so long not touching real grass in a convention, right? I think I just put down the phone and just want to enjoy myself. Don't hang on, let me just do this before I continue. Yeah, let me just do this before I continue. But okay, let's see if this works now. All right. Here you go. Okay. The background music today doesn't want to work. So unfortunately, you're going to have to make do with probably the sound of the fan in the background. The music was stuttering. So I don't know why. It doesn't want to work. It never does. But I guess there's a first time for everything. So we are going to do this. All right. We are going to have a little ASMR before we continue. Ready? All right. ASMR is done. Hello, Xiao. Have you been listening to? But yeah, what else? There was a green goblin from Sam Raimi's Spider-Man. Oh yeah. One guy was cosplaying as a full-on Metal Gear Rex. Like the whole dang thing. It was something else seeing him walk, right? I don't, or him or her, I'm not so sure, but a straight up Metal Gear. I think it was Metal Gear Rex or something. One guy was cosplaying a straight up Metal Gear. And I definitely saw a Solid Snake, right? And obviously, because Norman Reedus is here, so a lot of the cosplayers were doing Death Stranding as well. That also probably explains why Norman Reedus and Mads Mikkelsen are in the same place. They probably want to see Kojima, but who knows, right? Plenty of Death Stranding cosplayers, basically, and one guy just straight up dressed up as Guillermo del Toro, carrying the, you know, the, I don't know how do you call this, the baby in a tube prop. Yeah. What else? Could have sworn I saw one guy who was dressed up as the bridge baby. Yes. Yeah, they cosplay as Guillermo del Toro holding the bridge baby. Is that what's called? Yeah. What else? There was a Mr. Bean cosplayer, so that was funny. He had a teddy bear and everything. There was the robot from Laputa's Castle in the Sky. Oh yeah. And inside the convention hall, like that was just the outdoors activity. The indoors activity I even mad at, because inside the convention hall they have a karaoke competition and they have a pro wrestling segment where basically very cute girls dress up like anime anime characters, but one of them was basically performing a dive on top of the other, you know, the wrestling dive, rope diving, and I was like, man, these guys are hardcore, you know. Yes, they have a pro wrestling section there. Well, okay, amateur wrestling, not pro wrestling, but you get the idea, right? You know, from rope to rope, and then you just go slam on each other. Except the wrestlers are cute women dressed like anime girls, and they are absolutely tearing up each other apart. And I think one of the wrestlers was cosplaying as Shinsuke Nakamura. So we basically have a budget Shinsuke Nakamura going full helicopter on the ring as well. They brought a whole ass ring in the convention hall. It was a sight, right? It was quite the sight. And yeah. There's a Mr. Bean, and what else was I looking at? Um, let's see. There was this lady who probably came all the way from the United States because she's of the Afro-American persuasion, and she was cosplaying as Storm, and she did it so well that apparently, you know how Storm is blind? Apparently, she is also blind. A blind Afro-American lady cosplaying as Storm, and the way I know she's blind is because she had service dogs with her. So that is something else as well. Yeah, very cool. I am pretty sure I saw another lady cosplaying as Desdemona from Gargoyles. Man, I'm basically now just remembering everything, right? And yeah, next to that was the artist alley. Artist alley, basically, where the artists are all there. And while there are many big names in there, right? The one that immediately got my attention was, not sure if you guys have heard him before, but his name is Naoto Tsushima. He goes probably with just by Naoto in many of his works. But for quite some time, he does Super Robot Wars, right? And I believe now he does many of the Transformers art for IDW, I think. Because a lot of his portfolio consists of Autobots. Plenty of Autobots. I myself actually got one from him. Hang on. Let me just find this thing which I got. We call it kilafan in Indonesian because I bought stuff. Now where are you? Give me a moment, fellas. Let me just try to find it. Okay, now where do I put you? Oh wait, it's just here. I didn't get much loot yet. Hang on. I was trying to conserve my money because in order to get those precious loot, I have to come very early. Otherwise, I don't have plenty of time. I literally waste too much time trying to get to the venue. So it's probably better if I get there very early tomorrow. And don't worry, I calculated everything. So I'll be sleeping. I'll be sleeping later. Then I'll probably wake up just in time to go to the convention tomorrow. But here you are. Just give me a moment. Malam. So yes, I got myself a 3-day pass. It's much cheaper than a 1-day ticket. And tomorrow is Sunday, so Sunday means they're going to show all the big stuff in there. Just like how conventions are. The conventions are started on Friday, right? And Saturday is where, all the prime stuff started appearing. And here we go. So let me just take a pic. Okay, there you are. And then There you are. Ah, almost forgot. So this is one of the very first khilafan that which I got. The other being paying for the price of, the picture taken with basically Peter Weller. Osaka Comic Con kayak Komifuro ya. Komifuro fokus ke anime kan. Kalau yang namanya Comic Con itu kan di bawah jurisdiksi apa US franchise-nya. Jadi mereka lebih fokus ke barang-barang Western. Tapi it doesn't stop the JP team cosplayers from appearing because, oh yes, I saw an Endeavor cosplay from Boku no Hero in there. So they basically, yeah, NYCC, New York Comic Con, sama Osaka Comic Con, Indonesia Comic Con juga, same franchise yang sama, kan, basically. I saw this Endeavor who was from Boku no Hero, who was very, very, was very explosive, just like what Endeavor is supposed to be, right? Okay, let me just let me see if I can take more things like this. Okay, all right, here you go. Okay, how explosive? Well, he was a very beefy guy. Apakah bakal ada yang cosplay Doctor Doom? You know, it's pretty funny. I haven't seen a Doctor Doom cosplayer, even though he's, DC yet. But I saw a Joker, right? Cosplay Star Wars banyak. Yeah, I don't have to mention it. Tapi kalau Comic Con cosplay Star Wars banyak because the 501st Legion Japan branch is there. So you have a lot of classic Stormtroopers, First Order Stormtroopers. There was a TIE Fighter pilot. There was an Imperial Guard. There was a Darth Vader. Doctor Doom Marvel. Oh yeah. Lupa. If the Endeavor cosplayer comes tomorrow, I'll take a picture of him. I just forgot, mostly. Makasih udah diingatin, by the way. Soalnya, ya kadang suka lupa-lupa ingat sih. Yeah, the 501st Japanese branch is there. And, alright, here we go. I have uploaded this stuff. It's not stiff. Stuff. Okay. And now I just have to download that one by one. I just got a message from Mba Contra. She's supposed to join us today. Unfortunately, she had a power outage, so sad game. Here we go. So I'm going to just take this out first, right? Then I'm going to copy and paste this. And I'll put it up in here. So, for those who have no idea yet, right, on what a Naoto Tsushima art looks like. Sorry, this is a bit slow, by the way. I am basically a boomer trying to navigate all of this. Haha. Boomer funny moment. Yeah. Feel free to laugh, by the way. Let's see if I can do this. Change the view to large icons. Here you go. Oh, that's a little too big. All right. So this is the first kilaf, right? I'll probably have more kilaf tomorrow. But yeah. Will this fit actually? Okay. Di Jepang kalau maksud banyak fansnya, banyak fansnya. Here we are. So, drift, the samurai drift, right? When they started to portray drift in Autobot Transformers as a samurai, Naoto Tsushima basically gave him the brave treatment, and this is what happens. Right. So, this immediately caught my eye, right? It's a postcard, of course. I should have probably taken it out of the cover, but this immediately caught my eye, right? And I was instantly drawn into it. And yeah, it was something. Flame Toys Kuro Karakurin. No, I don't think so. This is official art from Naoto Tsushima. But whether his art is used for it, I'm not so sure. It's a postcard, so it's not it's not a clear file. So, and yeah, at the back, it's basically his signature. He didn't just leave the signature there. This guy drew a Optimus's face as his signature. Real super robot fan, basically. I don't know why. He just instantly Optimus and use it as his signature. Or in this case, yes, Jinrai. You know. Where is Yari? I hope he's saying this because I know he likes these things. Yari, are you there? Let me take a drink, by the way. Don't forget to drink, fellas. Jangan lupa minum. Yeah. So, maybe tomorrow I'll make another stream where I'll just post the kilaf and all the shit. Because, you know, this is actually pretty fun. Touching grass is fun. So remember, advice from Gold Guardian. Jangan lupa touch grass. Don't forget to touch grass, fellows. Yeah, they draw Optimus' signature. Let's see what else. Oh yeah. So, in that sense, right, I get to meet plenty other things that were really, really cool. For example, there's something that is really cool and something that is pretty funny. And pretty funny to the point you guys probably might cringe because, you know, it is something that is perhaps universally hated in Indonesia, maybe. But first off, the cool thing. This guy is cosplaying as his OC. He has an entire Twitter for this. Let me just resize this. Hang on. Ta-da! Nengok na. There is an armor cosplay culture, right, in Japan. And this guy basically cosplays like a mishmash of armor, which looks really good, and turn it into his original character. This is badass. I had to take a picture of him because he looks so good. This was taken, I think, earlier today, but yeah. And Sorry, I keep on skipping through things quite fast in here. And this one, right? Can someone enlighten me? Because I cannot read the last two kanji of this. But, you know, take a look at this one, okay? Is this guy cosplaying as the camera guys from Skibidi Toilet? Yeah, I'm sorry, I said the cringe word. I just had to know. I don't want to offend anybody, but I just need to know. Oh, Xiao, you don't know what that is. Oh, it's from the Gintama movie. So it's not Skibidi Toilet. Oh, I haven't watched the Gintama movie, but thankfully it's not. Yeah, so it's Gintama, eh? Good then. Good. Hey Yari, welcome back. Are you just back here for the are you just back or are you been back already? Because I haven't shown you the cool stuff yet, I think. Like mana dia? Ah, yeah. So as I mentioned earlier, Yari, right? I got this. This is my first kilaf. Tomorrow there might be more, but it depends because I don't just kill off randomly, right? Um, I had to kill off properly, and this first kill off, right, is from the guy I mentioned earlier. You know, the super robot wars artist Naoto Tsushima, right? And the cool part of this is that he didn't just stop there. I asked for his signature, and he straight up put Jinrai as part of his signature. This guy is badass. You know, who does this? He incorporated Jinrai as his signature, or Optimus Prime for the English speakers, right? Yeah, that's really cool, right? And base, yes, very base. Oops, up. Yeah. Okay, so anyway, um, I get to see our neurobotics friends as well. Where are they? Hang on. Okay, let me just do this again. Hang on, yeah, fellas. The, okay, let's upload all of this. I am. All right. There we go. Stop watching Transformers, watch Diacron instead. Hey. Anyway, I don't want. Sorry, correction. Let's just take in some more Oh no, this is blurry. We'll have to make do. I just got myself a new phone, so unfortunately the camera quality is not the best. My older phone had a much better camera. Or maybe I am just a pleb because I realized when I was dealing with the camera, the default setting of the camera is 4:3. My dumb ass completely forgot to change it to 16:9. So, yeah. boomer moment sekali lagi merajalela. You know, mengguncang dunia, merusak alam semesta, boomer moment. Episode 2 Electric Boogaloo. Alright, in a boomer moment. Some pretty cool cosplays. I will take more tomorrow. I was just too mesmerized today because as I mentioned earlier, baru pertama kali touch grass. Kan? Unfortunately, this one is blurry. Okay, but the Titanfall pilot, which I mentioned earlier, I believe you guys call him Connor. I don't know, but I immediately recognized the costume. You know, I thought he was Isaac from Dead Space, but because I was just looking from a corner. But then I slowly approach him, and no, it's not Isaac, right? It's the guy from Titanfall. Let's call him that. I think I know too many things. The guy from Titanfall, yeah. And next one. This one is pretty funny. I was eating my hot dog to take a break. And when I was eating hot dog, right, this guy, I believe you'll know him the moment I show the picture, just showed up from behind and went basically, right? But the reason we all know a Darth Vader who's always present in a Comic Con gathering because the 501st will be present. But having him show up from behind you while you are trying to eat hot dog, right? Basically, it's basically as the cinema. The hot dog seller was pretty much jaw dropping because this guy is also pretty tall, mind you. So mana lagi? Yeah, these guys were eating a bunch of fries earlier, and I didn't take a picture of them because it would be rude. But now that they are not eating fries, I took a picture of them. Hang on. Shows up from behind, jerk motion, not saying anything, leave space. It'll be funny, right? I'm your father. That'll be pretty interesting though. And yeah, this. If you know the franchise Hellraiser, you'll know these guys, right? There was a guy who was cosplaying as a killer clown, which I mentioned earlier, and it was pretty funny because he was supposed to be a murderous psychopath, but instead, the guy who was cosplaying the killer clown was stuffing a sugar-coated churro in his mouth, right? And these guys were eating fries, and I don't think they were bothering to open their mask. They just stuff it right in the noggin, right? So yeah, looking at Hellraiser cosplayers going om nom 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 on French fries was a pretty interesting experience, right? You had the pinhead over there. You have the. Unfortunately, I only know who Pinhead is. At first, I thought the guy on the right is a Biohazard nemesis. But no, apparently it's also a Hellraiser character because everybody here is cosplaying as characters from Hellraiser. Right? So, yeah. They were pretty sick. Okay? What's this? Oh. Yari, I probably require your expertise for this because I'm pretty sure I have seen this before, but I have no idea what franchise is this from. So this is also really cool, and I had to take a picture, right? So I probably need your help. Or maybe cranial, because you also seem very knowledgeable. Karena cranial mungkin banyak tahu juga ya. So, do you recognize this? She had a whole setup and everything. Do you recognize this? Hopefully. I'm pretty sure I've seen this character before, tapi I don't know from where. Damn indeed, right? Kayak entah pernah lihat dari mana gitu. Gak tahu ya. Waduh. But she was really cool, and she sounded tired, which I apologize for taking a picture. A zone of Ender's character. Probably visible, kayak robot tahun sekian ya. It's okay then. Yeah, even I have no idea, but yeah, it does remind me of how Masamune Shiro works. And finally, while meeting Peter Weller, right, I got to show you guys what Falco gets. Basically, the reason why Falco was speechless, right? Falco, are you here? Is it okay to show the signature to the audience? Falco? Gak ada ya? Ya udahlah, nanti bakal gua ngingok aja. I literally paid for this, so of course I can show it, even though it's signature. So yeah, this is probably one of the interesting kills dedicated to Falco, who basically is a bigger fan of Robocop. No, Falco unfortunately has to nggak bisa kesini, so tapi dia minta titip tanda tangan Peter Weller. Basically, he asked me he would like Peter Weller's signature, right? So I did, and we call this literal asin in Indonesian. Straight from the actor of Robocop himself. Yeah, a literal azek. Right. Literal azek. And this is not pre-made, by the way. The guy himself. Yes, aktornya Murphy. Datang dia. Yeah, I saw him in person. Aktornya Murphy. Yes, the very first Robocop actor. Peter Weller. Hey, Falco, now you take a look at it. Ya kan? This is yours now, by the way. I'm sorry. That's his actual signature. I saw the guy, right? He is oddly smaller than me, as I told people already, right? But I'm not going to make fun of his height, because at one point, he was our childhood hero. So, yeah. Basically, they only allow one signature, and I just have to give it to Falco, because he seems to be a bigger fan of Robocop than me, although I am the one who get the photograph with Peter Weller, so yeah, he's still very kicking, right? And so, finally, the one that I often talk about in here, okay? Mana dia? Hang on. So, oftentimes in this stream, I enjoy talking about this group, right? For those who have no idea, let me introduce you to them. as they have become friends of mine in the future. Because one major reason why I went to Osaka Comic Con is to see them as well. This is Neurobotics, for those who have no idea. You can find them on Twitter in this address, which I'm about to send on chat. And a long story short, right? They are an idol robot group from Osaka. And since I'm in Osaka, so yeah, I'm in Osaka. And big fan of them, obviously, because, you know, we like our robo ladies here. Isn't that right, Arena? Okay, so, we like our robo ladies here. Yeah. Yes, an idol robot group. I'm also friend with one from the group. Well, I am friend with plenty from the group in a sense. Okay, so basically, the one that I believe we have a pretty close partnership with is this lady over here. Hang on. Ini ya Xiao suka, si Yari suka, probably Martin also probably likes them. The one that I have built quite the connection with, I think, maybe, I don't know, is but yeah, she's always excited to see me. This is Brownie, right? The bunny robot girl that once was featured in our stream, by the way. For those who have no idea, she is also the singer of my main team. Helmnya bagus, yeah. So yeah, she is a singer of my main team, and mana dia? And because of that, right? We hang on, is the picture here? Eh? Hang on. Here you are. But yes, at some point, right, because she has been a lot of help, basically, when I first debuted, we actually featured her once, and wow, kegedean. Time to resize the picture. Let me just resize this manually. Okay, here we go. We featured her here, right? In our first original artwork from Ashmish, as you can see. So, in a sense, she has been an inseparable figure from my life, basically, and she has been very nice to me, especially when I have been pretty much living by myself in Osaka, right? So basically, I know that our relationship is professional, but when I wanted to do collab with her and stuff, she pretty much agreed with almost everything I was proposing. So it was very nice of her when you come to think about it, obviously, because my God, right? Here you are. Yeah. Here, for people who haven't seen it before, right? We did collab with her once, right? You can check it in the archives. It's there. And we had a jolly good time because she suggested a second collab instead of myself. So I was very happy when I heard that. So the main point of this story is that while Brownie isn't in Comic Con Osaka, in this session, unfortunately, I did, however, get to visit the other members, who arrive, right? At Comic Con Osaka, basically. One idea. Okay, and I think this other group is also pretty important. All right, let's take this one too. I'm sorry for plenty of clicking because this is quite the long story. Okay. A photo of me with my armor suit with her doing kenapa harus idle pose picture. One day if I make a real life armor, right, I will surely take a picture with her. Hopefully. Event makeup, oh ya banyak memang sih. So, these are the 4 that arrived today. Yesterday, there were, I believe it was Cotton-chan, and there was Prana, but unfortunately I didn't see her. And there was Papuru. Yes, Papuru. That's her name. God, I'm trying to remember. It's hard, but yeah. That was yesterday. And these 4 came today, right? So, oftentimes when they're deployed to events, right, they don't all deploy all together in one go because there's a lot of the Nyorobo girls, right? There's a total of 14 of them, not to mention the additional staff and acts, right? Contra is a big fan of Brownie, so I obviously I know why, but today, you'll probably notice that there are 2 units that you have not seen before in the middle when it comes to the Nyorobo girls, right? Obviously, on the very left is Cotton, the very first unit, and on the very right, the tall one, who is basically, let me tell you, the tall one called Arlequina, right, is about as tall as I am. And she knows it and use it to promote the fact that she has legs for days. Basically. So, you know, use that information to how you want to like it. Because goddamn. Right? So, the ones in the middle are from a group that was revived. Right? Hang on. I believe they are on YouTube. Let me just give you a link. There you are. I am going to put this in here. This is a link to a music video. Right? Actually, I think we can play it for a bit in here, but nah, maybe it's a bad idea actually. Let me just see. Okay, we are just going to do this. Let's create a new one. Got browser. Okay. Hang on, guys. My apologies. This is rather slow, obviously. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Not what I want. Hang on, how do I do this again? I am a professional. This is the one I'm looking for, I think. Yeah, yeah, that's more like it. Yeah. Professional bang. Okay, let's see if I can do this properly. Okay, okay. Because I don't want to accidentally show too much of my information, so... here we go. Anyway, feel free to take a look at this, right? Can you guys see this, by the way? Can you guys see this? Hopefully. Right? So, yes, good. That's the point. So, this video is about 8 years old, right? And Ngerumpilah isn't exactly the only robot idol group in existence. This is a group called Hero 2 or Hero, basically, right? I'll just let you guys see, basically, to give you an idea. And because YouTube is being a bitch, so aman kopi kanan aman. I think so. Because unfortunately, YouTube is being a bitch, so yeah. There's the video is stuttering. But the point is, the story behind the Hero group, right? They're an old project that had to get cancelled, right? Because the original owners didn't have enough capital and money to continue. And obviously, yes, Yari fokusnya ke kaki ya. Paham. But anyway, so with that being said, they got revived 8 years later, because that video is 8 years old, by the way. They got revived. They are not cancelled. The reason why they are cancelled is because their original owners don't have enough money to continue or enough capital to continue, basically. That's what I heard or was told, right? Or witnessed or stuff. But the owner of Neurobotics, we shall call him N-san. His Twitter is Idenbo. I will link it here, right? But hang on. Ya ini sekalian aja deh. Kasihnya. Why so hard? So, this is the owner of Neurobotics, right? If you want to know who is the brains behind all this Robo Girl Idol group shenanigans, just look for this guy. But please be polite. Don't tell him I sent you. He is, pretty busy. Remember to just be nice and polite. Thank you. But yeah, he took this Hero project and basically reincarnated it. So now he owns the group. And to make a point, when they revived the group, right, they basically had Brownie helping out. So here you go. The revival of the group with new names given to them, and Brownie as the elder big sister helping out with their revival. Right? All three of them. So, with their names on katakana, from the left to right, they are still called Hero, but they are just under the same jurisdiction as Neurobo, in a sense. So, treat them as a separate entity. Because they still use their Hero Twitter. Hang on. Since we are here, I might as well. Because I am basically the patron angel of spreading news. This is the Hero Twitter, right? They are still using this, so they are technically a separate entity from Neurobo. They are just under the same management, right? So from the left of my side, you have Otto. The pink one is Pimo. And the utmost right one is Soa, right? And they have very different personalities, even though they are from the same chassis, right? So, how different? Well, you see, Otto, the one on the orange one, is as energetic as an orange cat. Kucing oyen. So, she is very Genki personality, wouldn't stop jumping around, basically. And I met her and introduced myself at a convention for the very first time. And I think I've seen her before, but I didn't talk much with her. But apparently she still remembers me. And she's like, hey, all blah 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 blah, right? And basically she wouldn't stop clinging to my arm. I think she clung to my arm once, but I was so very happy. I just, my mind went elsewhere. I don't know. I am too bloody old. Muhammad, ya, malam, selamat malam, selamat datang. Ini kebetulan lagi was, ya kan? But yeah. Now, the pink one, Pimo, right? Yes, Yari, that's the word. Under a single umbrella agency. Although, admittedly, that agency is kind of run by 3 or 4 people who are very, dedicated. Pimo in the middle was supposed to be the leader, I think. But, apparently, throughout the years where they are not active, she developed a drinking habit. So now she is going around with a sake pot. But the sake pot is actually a fluffy plush toy, not a real sake pot. But she just pretends to drink it anyway. I have no idea how to explain. So, yeah. And Soa, the blue one, right, is basically how every blue characters are coded. Cool, aloof, and looking at the shenanigans of their, you know, of her compatriots with a big sweat drop, in a sense. Recession even hits robo girls. You could say that. Anyway, yeah. So, going back to this picture, right? There's a reason why this is pretty important because, hey, this is their first. This is actually both Soa and Otto's first Comic Con appearance. They are very happy, by the way. It's glad. So tomorrow, the pink one, Bimo, will be making an appearance, and I have spoken with her for quite some time. So, no, not quite some time, for once or twice. Sorry. Ini Om terlalu banyak mimpi ya. I have spoken with her once or twice. I hope she still remembers me. Maybe not. Yes, maybe not. But we shall see. But anyway, because Otto was extremely energetic, hang on, I have to get these pictures one by one. Titip salam dari Gorudo saja Bang Nge. But yeah, I think I think Yari has a point. I am the Robo Girl evangelist. Here we are. Yeah, see. Remember when I so today is pretty much getting to know Otto day because look at this picture, right? This is literally how she poses when I took out my camera. Look at this adorable orange one. You just went munya. Yes. And you know that she is very, let's just say she is very you know, how do I put this? No. When you are basically the one shoving yourself to the camera, in a sense. She just went straight up munya. You know. God, she was so adorable. Right. Although I must say that I think her adorable factor can be 100%, right? Until you see this. Someone gave her a gun. We are doomed. Yeah. Someone gave her a gun, we are doomed. Oh yeah. Behind her are basically a group of Ghostbusters cosplayers. And way behind the Ghostbusters booth is the 501st Legion's booth. So yeah, now the last pictures which I took, right? I did took a I did took picture with Cotton and Arlequina, right? But unfortunately, I forgot to take a picture on their own, right? So showing their pictures here will unfortunately be the death of me because it counts as doxing. Although I'll try something, we shall see. All right. Anyway, Otto, delete this basically, and this is the cool one, Soa, and I think you can tell from her post already. The way she poses is just like, "Oh, Isashiburi no. Hi, genki desu." That's how she was talking. The cool and aloof one. The kakoi one. Or she's probably just tired. Yeah, she is pretty not edgy, reserved. Yari is correct. She is pretty reserved. Right? Calm, basically. Doesn't talk much, but observes a lot and probably, you know, uh, sweat dropping at every situation. Who knows? Right? Ah, you like edgy girls. Okay. Everybody write that down. Martin likes edgy girls. Let me see if I can do this. Mana dia? Maybe the reserve part is also important because I remember a few things as well. Mana dia ya? Man, ini jadinya pamer foto-foto ini. Anyway, there you are. All right, got it. So, as a friend, right, friend. Yeah, it's a free talk stream. Photo sharing is part of it. Yeah, I am just really happy to go outside. To be honest, we all should make a habit of having both online and touch grass moments. You know, to keep ourselves well, so that we are healthy, basically. But anyway, now where is this picture of her? Glad to have fun. You know what? I think I'll just probably be sharing a pretty interesting picture. There is no specialized dojin boot area. No, not this one. This is not like Comic Cat. Trying to find a good picture for this. I have a good one, I am pretty sure. but I can't seem to find it for some reason. Is it here? No, it's not here. Are there any Fallout cosplayers? Maybe tomorrow. I need to check tomorrow. I'm not so sure about today, basically, because unfortunately I didn't get to explore much. But okay, you know what? Let's do this actually. So going back to this picture first, right? So the one on the utmost right, the one who looks like a Pierrot, right, is called Arlequina. Okay, she even has a circus-like name and theme because that's her entire shtick. Her theme is basically karakuri, right? And she likes fairy tales and stuff like that. Speaking about reserve, right? I think they just need to know people better because especially when it comes to robo girls with reserve programming, because I remember when Arlequina, right, katakuri, yeah, is it karakuri or katakuri? I'm dumb. But anyway, I remember, right, when Arlequina, yeah, who's basically made quite the scene with this picture, where when I say that she is very proud of her legs, and Yari, please prepare yourself for this. Yeah. Mm-hmm. 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 So, when I say that she is pretty reserved, because I believe it happens to anybody with a reserved personality, right? Who basically just needs to know the person more. Now, I know that I'm probably sharing quite a picture, but at the same time, she is also the one who told everybody, right, that she is very proud of her legs. So, because she said so herself, Arlequina being very proud of her legs, who are we if we don't celebrate her legs? Damn, now I sound like a straight up pervert. Anyway, there. Basically, I cannot show my face in here. But finally, right, I think that even though we don't talk much, because I come to visit her very often, this is the picture we get, right? You can see that she is leaning against my face, okay? Unfortunately, I cannot show the whole picture, but she doesn't do this normally, you know. Her picture is always reserved with me. But I think on times where I don't visit them often, right? And been always talking with talking with her whenever I can. I think because they have all of them haven't seen me for a while. So I think they appreciate when I show up once the blue moon nowadays. But she used to be very reserved in her pictures as well. Now it's about getting comfortable with people. And you can be pretty comfortable, okay, when you know, when uh you get to know them more. I believe that's the word for it. Yeah. But one thing that I do enjoy while doing, everything I can, I'm glad she is getting comfortable with me as well. I was actually surprised, but I will do my best, right, to be a model customer, basically. So I don't disappoint her and everyone else. And speaking of, that, as a last example, do you guys remember this? This was when Brownie was having her birthday. I believe it was last year. Right? So, we basically had this drawn by Ashmish. Okay? And it was very adorable. But I think what most people do not know is that what most people do not know, right, is that it's actually based on a real picture. I think when someone gets comfortable with someone, it shows, even with their body language. So, for them to be there when I was wondering what to do or where to make friends with in Osaka, right? And for even the Neurobo staff to be very receptive of my appearance, I am very grateful for that. I don't think I would want to trade this for anything else. Especially now that Brownie, this lovely lady over here, has actually become part of the Battle Cruiser server. That's why I did told her that if anybody disturbs her in the Battle Cruiser, is to give me a, a word, basically. So I think that's without a given. So we could get rid of the unwanted advances from people who, probably can't help it. But yeah, I have no words to describe how much of an impact this group, and Son, the owner, H Son, the costume maker. And two other guys I shall call A-san and B-san because your dumb-ass giant robot streamer forgot to ask their bloody names. After 5 years... I'm grateful for them. I have no words to describe how grateful am I to be meeting them. Yari bego! Peaceなんだけど. Like, these are the kind of people, these are the kind of group who would actually invite the weird kind of fans online. And the fact that even when I told the battle cruiser to basically respect their privacies and they abide by it, I'm also grateful to have the battle cruiser guys as well. Thank you guys, by the way. May your robotics and battle cruisers can grow together into the future. Hopefully, because I am not sure how the future is going to hold, right? But I hope it comes into good things. Ansan is asking if I am going to be graduating soon or not. So I am not sure. Is he hinting at apprenticeship? Hope? We can only hope? Maybe? I don't know, but we shall see. Yeah? Yes, hopefully, but graduating college lah, Neko. Because it's my last year in college, by the way. So, he's probably hinting at apprenticeship, but or maybe he is just, I don't know. Like I said, I don't know yet, but he is just asking. I also don't want to be way too hopeful. He's probably just wondering how my studies are going. So, you know, let's try not to put all our eggs in one basket, right? And I think it's in this case, instead of hoping too much to happen, because hoping too much often leads into disappointment, right? I think I am just going to play it very carefully at this point, because we have no idea where or how the future will... Ay, wrong stuff. Whoops. But yes, we are not sure how any of these things will manifest. Right. So hopefully it all works out. Hopefully. Right? But in the long term, I am just very grateful to meet them, you know. Because put it this way, if I didn't get inspired by this group, Arena will never exist. Arena our beloved arena is directly inspired by neurobotics. I think you guys can tell already where did the design from arena has a huge inspiration from. I mean, just take a look at this, right? Because I think you guys can pretty much tell already when I show this. But yeah. Oh, wow, I forgot it's a PNG. But I think you guys get the idea. If this isn't hinting at something that is very inspired, I would probably want to show this design to Mr. N one day. But I don't know. We just shall see. You know? Because I am also pretty sure that one day I know you guys want to see Arena appearing for real. Right? I mean, just look at her. Ah. Right? There's all this extra art of Arena. Yeah. Hopefully. One day. Now I am just now anyway. It is almost 2:30 in the morning. I just apologize if my speech got delayed or stuttered a little bit because I was having a bit of a moment there. I don't think any group has given me so much motivation before. And I'm also very grateful when Brownie agreed to basically collab with me, because holy crap. You know? That being said, yeah. Thank you to you guys as well. Basically. I think without the battle cruiser as well, we probably wouldn't even be here as of today. So anyway, it is. Without them, we might never meet you. I mean, that's true. Without them, I wouldn't be able to, I wouldn't be motivated to go to Osaka, Japan. I wouldn't be motivated to become a VTuber. And I probably won't even have a collab with Brownie. Man, I need to thank Mr. N properly tomorrow. I'll bring him some gifts. I hope he likes kopi mandiling, because my mother brings so much here, kopi mandiling. So, I am basically the largest supplier of kopi mandiling in Osaka. Joke. Oh yeah, by the way, Lawson tried to distribute mandiling kopi once. Kopi mandiling. And being the Indonesian-ish maker, just a reminder, saya bukan dari Indonesia. Saya hanyalah robot raksasa yang kebetulan bisa berbahasa Indonesia yang baik dan benar. Tendang. Evening werewolf. But yes, the coffee that you guys see me drink. Hang on. Where is it? Salah. Yeah, yeah. The coffee that you guys see me drink on stream, whenever I do this, right? All this time has been mandiling. If not mandiling, then robusta. How do I know this? Because whenever Mama Gorudo comes here, she basically slapped a huge pile of coffee. Here you go, boy! Just like that. Martin, oh no, not mandolin. It's, look at Yari's pronunciation. Mandiling. It is a brew of Indonesian coffee, basically. The coffee that I've been drinking, yes, it's the one. Yang punya saya rada pahit sih. Nggak gitu asam, the one that I have. But because I don't like my coffee to be asam-asam, I prefer mine to be pahit. You know, ketukar sebagai ya, I have belum pernah minum gayo, jadi I am not so sure. Saya nggak tahu juga sih. You know, switching between Indonesian and English, right, is pretty funny. It reminds me of the time Demita. If you guys remember Demita, we had her before here, right? It kind of reminds me at the no, not Demita. I was in Demita's channel. I didn't have Demita here, right? But basically, Demita made this mention regarding my English and Indonesian bilingual shenanigans, including my Nihongo Jozu desu ne moments. I still get Nihongo Jozu, by the way. But Demita did once mention that the difference between English Gorudo and Indonesian Gorudo, right? It's getting late, so you gotta bail to say, see ya, Yari, thank you for coming, and good luck on your endeavors. But yeah, we are almost done though. I am almost closing anyway. It's 2:30 over here, right? So I think we should be closing soon. But one last story for the day, because I keep on getting blubbered, right? Demita, yes, Demita, right? Once mentioned that the difference between English Gorudo and Indonesian Gorudo is that English Gorudo sounds like, basically sounds like, greetings everybody, I am Gulgarian, and I come from Cybertron. We are the people of the Autobots, blah 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 blah, right? But as soon as I switch to Indonesian, right? Dek, kopinya, Dek. Lo hari itu pernah kedapatan dari siapa enggak yang itu loh, yang hari itu kasih ke siapa itu, yang manis-manis itu kue yang manis ya, lupa namanya tuh, apa namanya tuh, kan baru kemarin dikasih. So there is a difference between Indonesian and English Gorudo. Pak Dik. Help, I am not that old. Alright then, so it is currently 2:30 in the morning, right? Wait. We shall sorry, I want to say it's 2:30 in the morning. I shall end it here. Then I saw Xiao's comment. English Gorudo, British Darth Vader. Luke, I am your father. British Darth Vader is... Hang on. Luke, I am your father. Join the dark side, old chap. Have some tea and butter crumpets. For the dark side, it is all powerful. With a bit of colonization. Indonesian Gorudo. Old uncle with sarung, peci, and a rooster. Menu kalah lagi yang benar aja. All right. Good night to you guys. Otsugorudo. I'll see you guys probably after Comic Con on day 3 with the actual Kilaf, right? So, yeah. Otsugorudo. I'll see you guys on the next stream. See ya!